Hello everyone and welcome to the virtual class of Network and Cybersecurity 15 EC 835. Let us discuss about IP security today, which is module 3 of your syllabus. So these are the contents for today's discussion. It includes applications of IPsec and benefits of IPsec, where IPsec is abbreviation for IP security. So both these contents come under IP security overview. Moving on to IP security, let us first understand what is this IP security. That is, what is the meaning of IP security. So, Internet Protocol Security or IP security is a secure network protocol suite that authenticates and encrypts the packets of data to provide secure encrypted communication between two computers over an Internet Protocol network. So basically, it is a protocol suite which provides secure communication between two computers over a network. And what does it provide? It provides authentication and encryption to the packets of data. Now to achieve this, the internet community has developed a range of application-specific security mechanisms. For example, S-MIME, PGP, Kerberos, SSL or HTTPS. However, there are security concerns that cut across the protocol layers. For instance, an enterprise can run a secure private IP network by not allowing links to untrusted sites, encrypting packets that leave the premises of enterprise, and authenticating packets that enter the premises. However, by implementing security at the IP level, an organization can ensure secure networking not only for applications that have security mechanisms but also for the many security ignorant applications. So this was a brief overview of IP security. Moving towards the application of IPsec or IP security, what we have here is that IPsec provides the capability to secure communications across a LAN, across public and private WANs, and across the internet. So this IP security basically provides secure communication of data which is sent across LAN, that is local area network, public and private wide area networks, and internet. Now, examples of its use include secure branch office connectivity over the internet, secure remote access over the internet, establishing extranet and internet connectivity with partners, and finally, enhancing electronic commerce security. So let us now look into each of its applications, that is the applications of IPsec in detail. Moving towards the first one, we have secure branch office connectivity over the internet. Here, as we know that the IPsec provides security over LAN, WAN and VPN, which we already saw in the previous slide, what a company can do is it can build a secure virtual private network over the internet itself or over a public WAN, that is public wide area network. Now by doing so, what happens is it enables a business to rely heavily on the internet itself and reduce its need for private networks, thereby saving costs and network management overhead. Moving on to the next application, we have secure remote access over the internet. Now here, if you have an end user whose system is equipped with IP security protocols, then he can make a call to an ISP, that is Internet Service Provider, and gain secure access to a company network. Now the advantage of doing this is that this reduces the cost of toll charges for traveling employees and telecommuters. Then we have establishing extranet and intranet connectivity with partners. So IPsec can be used to secure communication with other organizations as well, ensuring authentication and confidentiality and thus providing a key exchange mechanism. Lastly, we have enhancing electronic commerce security, which means that Security issues in e-commerce such as integrity and authentication must be dealt with effectively for any online business to be successful and avoid fraud. So, IPsec guarantees that all traffic designated by the network administrator is both encrypted and authenticated, adding an additional layer of security to whatever is provided at the application layer. Coming to the IP security scenario, as you can see in this figure, the LANs are distributed over the network, and at the Ethernet switch, the packets travel without any security, and then there is a network device or networking device having IPsec. Now if we look at this figure, what this IPsec networking device does is, it typically encrypts and compresses all traffic going into the WAN and decrypts and decompresses traffic coming from the WAN. To repeat, the IPsec networking device typically encrypts and compresses the traffic going into the WAN and decrypts and decompresses the traffic coming outside the WAN or coming out from the WAN. Now these operations are transparent to workstations and servers on the LAN, that is local area network. So as the packet goes out of networking device, an additional header called IPsec header is added to it. Here, one thing you need to remember is that IPsec provides security in headers only. And so, we will be discussing authentication header, that is AH, and encapsulating security payload, that is ESP header. Similarly, a user system can also have IPsec implemented into it, and it can go to the public network, and there again we will have networking device with IPsec implemented. So this kind of secure transmission is also possible with individual users who dial into the WAN, that is wide area network. Moving towards the benefits of IPsec, the first one is, when IPsec is implemented in a firewall or router, it provides strong security to all traffic which is crossing the perimeter of the organization, as we have seen in the previous figure. Next one, when implemented in a firewall or router, that is, when IPsec is implemented in a firewall or router, it is resistant to bypass. That is, if all traffic which is entering into the organization and going out of the organization is using IP, and the firewall is the only means of entrance into the organization via the internet. Next point, since it is below the transport layer, we know that IP is below transport layer. Hence, it is transparent to all applications. That is, there is no need to change software on a user or server system when IPsec is implemented in the firewall or router. Now, even if the IPsec is implemented in end systems, upper layer software, including the applications, is not affected. Nextly, it can be transparent to end users, that is, there is no need to train users on security mechanisms, issue keying material on a peer user basis, or revoke keying material when users leave the organization. Then, it can provide security for individual users, that is, this is useful for offsite workers and for setting up a secure virtual subnetwork within an organization for sensitive applications. And lastly, in addition to supporting end users and protecting premises systems and networks, IPsec can play a vital role in the routing architecture required for internetworking. So these were the benefits of IPsec or IP security. So this was about IPsec overview, where we discussed the meaning of IP security, applications of IPsec, and benefits of IPsec or IP security. I'll stop here. We will continue in the next video. Thank you.